in a small town named Reading, PA. Many things that happened to me in life that taught me I really need to pray. The members in Roofers Union Local 30 used to call me brother or kid. My dad was a secretive man and I never really knew exactly what he did. He was tight with John McCullough, who was a tough Marine and a union boss. Little did I know that 40 years later I would come to and pick up my cross. My second wife gave birth to a beautiful son and we named him Russell III. One tragic night he had a major brain hemorrhage, and now all I want to do is follow Jesus and share the word. It was hard work being a roofer, but the money was good and you could drink a lot of beer. What happened to the city of brotherly love makes me want to shed a tear. When Frank Grizzle was the police commissioner, some said he was a racist cop. I was working my way up in the roofing industry, trying to climb to the top. Philly was rich with history and culture, home of the Liberty Bell and Pat Steaks on the south side. And if you tried to go non-union in Philly, you were in for one long hell of a ride. They had a saying in the union, and I can't really share with you all, but just like Rocky Balboa, we worked hard and stuck together and always stood tall. I'm in Vegas now. When I'm thinking about that word love in that great city I knew all so well. If you had 10 hours to listen, I would have a great long story to tell. Mom just turned 88 and dad is with the Lord, and he taught me how to fight. Yeah, there was drugs and crimes in Philly, but folks weren't dying getting high as a kite. I worked on the roof of a tall skyscraper thinking, man, I'm closer to God. Now for those of you that don't know and love the Lord, you may think that's a little odd. I prayed to God the first time earnestly that morning my son almost died. I watched the tears roll down my wife's cheeks and she was terrified and cried. When little Nicky Scarfo rolled into Philly, guys were getting whacked every week. Then gambling was legalized in Atlantic City. That was big money and the job I would seek. Now back to the city of brotherly love. What goes on with that town now? I've been serving God here in Vegas, and he tells me when and how. If I were back in Philly now today, what would I be doing for a living? Because here in Las Vegas, Nevada, I'm all about loving and giving. Times I wondered, what if I got into organized crime? I remember my dad saying, don't screw around, son, and wind up doing hard time. My dad only had a 7th grade education, but had more street smarts than any other man. However, now that I work for the Lord, I sit back and I let God make the plan. Most of the guys I work with in Philly are either in prison or died of an overdose. But here's the thing about working for God, it's not about the money and how much you gross. I'm dedicating this song to my dad, who did a little jail time when somebody ratted him out.
So my dad, he taught me that life is all about winning and being the best at what you do is what it's all about. I wrecked the family car when I was 16, and I could still see my father's face. I thought for sure that he was going to kill me, and he showed me nothing but love and grace. He said, son, I can't replace that car, but I could never replace you. My perception of my dad changed that day, and many times I said, Dad, what should I do? So is Philly still the city of brotherly love? A question that remains in my heart. Bottom line is my son is alive and God loves me, and that makes me feel pretty smart.